When people talk about boxing champions, they usually talk about belts, undefeated streaks, Olympic gold medals, or pound-for-pound rankings. But Ryan Garcia built something different, a career where statistics, speed, controversy, fame, and danger all exist at the same time. His story is not just about wins and losses, it's about records that don't normally belong together in one fighter. Ryan Garcia started boxing at the age of 7, and before the world even knew his name, he quietly built one of the most insane amateur careers in modern American boxing. He finished with an amateur record of 215 wins and only 15 losses, and won 15 national amateur championships. That number alone already places him in the category where most fighters eventually become world champions. But here's the shocking part. Despite being one of the best amateur fighters in the United States, he never fought in the Olympics. He turned professional early because promoters realized his speed and charisma could make money faster than Olympic development ever could. From the moment he debuted professionally in 2016, something unusual happened. Normally, prospects fight carefully selected opponents and win slowly. Garcia didn't. He began knocking opponents out almost immediately, and within his first 10 fights, he had already built a reputation for ending bouts in 1 or 2 rounds. Fans started noticing a pattern. If the left hook landed clean, the fight ended. That punch would later become statistically one of the most feared punches in modern boxing. By the time he reached his mid-career run, Garcia had accumulated a knockout percentage of around 83%, meaning the majority of his opponents never heard the final bell. That is a terrifying statistic because most elite boxers actually lose knockout power when competition rises. Garcia didn't. His knockouts continued even after stepping into world-level competition. The moment that officially turned him from prospect into contender came in 2021 when he fought Olympic gold medalist Luke Campbell. Early in that fight, Garcia got dropped, the first time in his career he ever touched the canvas. Many young fighters mentally break after their first knockdown. Instead, Garcia got up and delivered a brutal body shot knockout that instantly became one of the most replayed finishes in boxing that year. With that win, he captured the interim WBC lightweight title, marking his first major championship achievement. But what made the moment historic wasn't just the belt, it was the reaction. Overnight, he became one of the most followed fighters on earth. Normally, champions gain respect first and fame later. Garcia gained global fame at the same moment he gained legitimacy. That created a rare statistical record. He became one of the only fighters in history whose social media audience rivaled heavyweight champions while fighting in lighter divisions. Another record connected to Garcia is speed. Trainers who measured his punches found his left hook among the fastest recorded in professional boxing training systems. This is why many opponents looked competitive for minutes and then suddenly collapsed. They didn't see the punch coming, not metaphorically, literally. His professional record climbed rapidly, more than 24 wins with 20 knockouts before reaching his late 20s, proving his career was not hype alone, but backed by finishing ability. However, Garcia's career records are unusual because they also include controversial statistics. In 2024, he defeated an undefeated champion in a major fight, but the result was overturned to a no contest after a failed drug test. That created a bizarre historical entry, a fight where he proved he could beat an elite champion, yet officially the victory never existed in record books. Instead of collapsing from scandal, he returned and eventually won his first full world title by defeating Mario Barrios for the WBC welterweight championship. That victory elevated him from a former interim champion into a recognized world champion and increased his record to 25 wins and only 2 losses. This makes Garcia statistically rare again. A fighter who lost high-profile fights, faced suspension, yet still reached championship level afterward. Historically, many boxers never recover from one major defeat. Garcia rebuilt his career multiple times. Another strange record tied to him is financial influence. Unlike traditional champions who became rich after dominance, Garcia generated massive revenue before becoming a full world champion. Promoters reported his fights selling at superstar level despite him not holding a major belt at the time. That means he broke the normal boxing hierarchy where belts create popularity. In his case, popularity created championship opportunities. His nickname King Ryan also connects to measurable statistics. He became one of the youngest fighters to headline massive pay-per-view level events purely based on audience attraction rather than titles. That changed matchmaking economics because promoters realized star power could equal championship value. Technically, his career includes multiple categories of records. Amateur dominance record, over 200 wins. Knockout efficiency record, over 80% finishing rate. Commercial popularity record, elite revenue without full title. Comeback record, rebuilt career after defeats and suspensions. Speed record. The shocking truth is that his career numbers don't fit traditional boxing logic. Most fighters are either legendary champions or massive celebrities. Garcia became both, and neither at the same time.